Success is the result of how you structure your environment. It relies on meticulous organization and automated daily routines rather than random bursts of energy. Many people know the habits of high achievers, but they struggle to maintain them. Without a structural framework, even the best intentions fail when you feel tired or stressed. This is the Daily Success Blueprint, a method for configuring your digital and physical space to enforce positive habits automatically. This setup aims for 3 results. It makes the snooze button difficult to reach, secures a slot for daily growth, and filters out digital interruptions. By the end of this process, you will move away from relying on fleeting willpower. Instead, you will have a system that makes these habits your default behavior. To begin the configuration, gather your essential tools: a smartphone, a laptop, and the book or material you intend to study. These 3 items are the only hardware required to restructure your daily schedule. Your first decision after waking sets the tone for the next 16 hours. If you start with a delay, that pattern of hesitation often continues throughout the day. Most morning routines fail because they require a half-asleep brain to make a disciplined choice. It is more effective to remove the choice entirely. Open your phone's clock app now. Permanently delete every backup alarm and snooze option. Having only one entry prevents you from negotiating with yourself. Decide on one single wake-up time. Once set, this becomes your fixed starting point. Now place your phone charger across the room. To silence the alarm tomorrow morning, you will be forced to stand up and walk. Once you are out of bed, immediately straighten your sheets. Making the bed serves as your first completed task of the day. This physical barrier makes returning to sleep difficult. You have replaced a morning of indecision with a series of intentional movements. The second habit is continuous learning. This requires a dedicated time block where attention is protected. If you struggle to find an open slot in your schedule, you can use a technique called habit stacking to find the time. By linking a new behavior to an existing routine, the new action is automatically triggered by the old one. Identify a routine you never skip, such as your commute or your lunch break, and use it as the anchor for your learning block. Try to avoid scheduling this in the late evening. Mental fatigue makes it much harder to process new information effectively. Open your calendar app and create a recurring 20-minute event. Set it to start the moment your anchor routine begins. By attaching your education to a physical anchor, daily growth becomes as much a part of your day as traveling or eating. The final step is managing your digital workspace. Without boundaries, notifications will constantly pull your attention away from high-value tasks. Successful people don't just try to ignore their phones. They build barriers that keep distractions from reaching them in the first place. Access the Do Not Disturb or Focus settings on both your phone and your computer. Set these modes to block all app notifications during your work sessions. You should only allow emergency contacts to bypass this filter. When configured correctly, your screen will remain dark and silent while you work. This ensures your train of thought is never interrupted by a social media alert. When digital noise is removed, you can work on a single task until finished. This lack of friction lets you complete more in less time. Controlling your digital environment ensures your time is spent on your own priorities, rather than reacting to other people's messages. You now have a completed architecture: a forced alarm, a locked-in learning block, and a silent work environment. You have shifted the responsibility for these habits from your memory to your environment. By automating these triggers, you make consistent progress much more likely. Activate this system starting tonight. Place your phone across the room and let the structure guide your actions tomorrow. Success is built through daily, repeated action. Follow ElevateX for more strategies on systemizing your life, and let us know in the comments when your setup is complete.